And while there was chaos and fear all over the country, multiple Nebraskans, some who would decide if they were soon going to war, were in Washington, D.C. that day. 3 News Now reporter John Kipper sat down with two of them, former U.S. Senator Ben Nelson and former State Department staffer, now State Senator Lou Ann Linehan, about their experience that day.
It's a day former U.S. Senator Ben Nelson and Nebraska State Senator Lou Ann Linehan still recall vividly. I sat down with both politicians who told similar, yet obviously different stories from the infamous day 20 years ago. Senator Nelson was getting to his office after a breakfast meeting, and it was eerily quiet.
Something is way off.
Soon his eyes were glued to the TV, where he saw a plane had hit the first tower. Lou Ann Linehan also was watching television down the road at the U.S. State Department.
We all thought it was an accident because on TV you can tell it was a jetliner. You can just see a plane.
Linehan was inside the office of her boss, Paul Kelly, when the plane hit the Pentagon.
He could see the Pentagon from his window. So he watched the third plane hit the Pentagon, and I was standing in his office. And of course, then my response was, well, should we get out of the State Department?
Nelson quickly realized he would soon have to be making a very important and fateful vote.
Well, we knew we were at war. We just didn't know who the enemy was or why the enemy was.
Both were trying desperately to get more information on what happened and telling their families they're okay.
Phone lines were jammed. There were so many people you couldn't get through.
The Senate was totally unprepared technologically for anything. There was no plan in place.
One of Linehan's daughters was in school in Virginia, near D.C.
And she had students in her class who were at the Pentagon, parents were at the Pentagon. They just pulled down the shades, didn't tell them what was going on, so she thought the world had, and she wrote a great essay about thinking the world had ended.
Linehan was eventually told to leave the State Department and go home. Problem was, she couldn't get to her car, and the D.C. Metro stopped running. So she was simply left outside.
Just walked around. We didn't know what to do. Now afterwards, I found out the dumbest thing you can do in an attack is go out on the street. We were very lucky that day that there weren't people with guns in trees.
With a handful of staff, Nelson eventually set up a command center at home. But with so many unknowns, thoughts of more attacks were going through his mind.
It's not unlikely to think of the possibility that they'd have the addresses of members of the House and members of the Senate, members of the Cabinet, and have set up for some attacks that way.
3 days later, Nelson was one of 98 senators voting to go to war in Afghanistan.
It was a staging area for terrorism. So we had to do what we had to do.
20 years later, both reflect on what September 11th means to the country now, days after troops officially left Afghanistan.
I think we felt we were on the defense, and I think today we still feel like we're on the defense. We're not used to that, and we haven't gotten used to it.
All of it's very ironic that we've had the events of the last week, but there are many, many lessons to be learned from this. I just hope that we learn them so a generation from now they don't go through all the same things.
Reporting in Omaha, John Kipper,